Thank you and welcome. Ferry Gunango, welcome man. Yala ro Ferry Gunango bon left al mala bari. Mbala fara yala because ningo yo mal. Nalma ma wonu nyanchol ko manung nalba ko man kala nyim Facebook ro jangatol. Aro ko mbe OIC Kachaa batam be ko atolla lamul kay yalla nembe men. No Ferry Gunango ma ben bari at least nale asam buro al buro bonna mo len buro ni soso do fode. Yalla nembe men nay ka jele yalla nembe men. Naja boro sila abavlo ko Fati abavlo ko I am disappointed. Ala ni Fati Gunango. Ni ko diamale gana boy ko mu moro le lito ni ko kili ko entol mu moro le atul mu moro ti min dole Ferry Gunango lu champion ngende day champion ngende ale Sénégalais ale woni koto ke nyamini nyaaya minin sisasi afindira na bamuta journaliste ko ma ko jojo la limma ko non tay ñi dino san kasar e ala yamo jar diamo ja barale wala na Ferry Gunango yaje daw ida kana ko jande ko ande ko kay man dara to jal wala ñu musique ko sa ye bela copyright ya gaay Ferry Gunango ko mo morol di boy bara ya ale mun duwa si wal kale fo ñendum amuta bul la tilinga da amuta bul whatever that means because alla ñendo garawtal de bo ale fen pool jang boy Mr. Cham ma bendrong Mr. Cham la kuma mo juma be la wala kumoro Cham ma bendrong afutron Cham ma ben ko juma la kay ko muna gay baro fon sa de juma la kay ko ñoo bodo kuliata ade ala ñulu be mol kasara le ñulu be na rake mol kasara rongol di no pegara mol kasara rol di some of the things that are happening right now is because of this na non ko ñim ketanu anyama kudol ketanu somito ñin do fa wol tekela but somito ñin fon in general NPP ko dugar nali longal nali ye dawda ko ali tag ñanan jak wala ali ñim video ki ni to la kana ma ñola because NPP Gambia we have a very very serious problem in that country Allahu Akbar Gameno la ko fon bala famina war Gambia politico mome ya understand siata but mome fana ma understand siata siata baake fon siata baake do bi je wol malo munen political rivalry fon e malo tamasilo dun jam fata yeah, so nimme ya kata tarta jam till now baraka baake thank you so much albe mu me kondom Assalamu alaikum momo yalan ko ben jibeka so bila fa Kachaa men so la wala nyindi ko ambassador OIC of course very important and critical national issues all mo le discuss la but first of all la fa men fo la wala nyindi ko abala fa warta baake ne modol jibe recently NPP ko lu ka kuma kan men fo about nanara OIC la itel kamira ko opposition you see this word opposition ima faham itela mira ni ko dron opposition dron iko le banko jaw wallahi itela mira ni ko dron opposition iko dron banko jaw itela mira opposition o be malafi OIC succeed and that's not what we are saying that's not what we have been saying in fact na message mo mende wala nyindi ko albe menna nu al wala bula ata latina somito nyi man succeed somito nyi you can call it success adiate nyanga bar nga nga AU summit nga jijano keta otamata nyame. We have seen the AU summit here. And in fact, AU ko maybe mina another day mbo ko fana Kachaa AU summit villalu will get a nyadile. Because at AU summit host, the villas were there until like the takeover time, Brimba Baronara. Why will you like dispose them? Muna na coup d'etat la moltema. Sa felenti albaji kirin Radisson Hotel mena. Insana nyole mason. So I can call my because I believe ko yadi menna is fully responsible and also mayor dealer baro tawdal because baro nyindi menna da fanga mari long. He does not know this guy. That's the reality. Wala mu tonyati baro nyin project ko di menna ada fanga ma wolong. O mari dalta ko ala record moment wala nyindi ko aka project ko kenu Senegal le makisala la masakunda ko aka project ko tajele so ay connection also to state house dugu fi gena fale ay project ko nyi ya diala. But amanke comment ko based on ananaka kuleke Africa or ay ku nyon tangol lelke are competent or anything. Amanke it has nothing to do with any of that. It has nothing to do with any of that. Come yama ne korek kickback ko be sono yala damen rom be ngalo ne Gambia government wala kickback consultancy ka kodo ikana kodo men sunya ka jama sunya dingel. So exactly, you are right, Seku. They are talking about UDP. Niye nyimfo jama bije katara UDP la. And it's so sad. Some of these people, wala na kununga dola videos here, audio here, kafo kumengo ha. So jero membe airport odo. Iko 8 million alone. Jumala be domoro dos. Ndamanke baro support that. Ndamanke baro support. But come on, ndamanke baro support. Who will even with your right man? Jumala believe like 8 million allocate pour domoro airport odo. So jero dama. That doesn't happen anywhere. But when we expose the fact ko among understanding sort of as to what is going on. And I'll not NPP call because alka opposition use nyameng is very similar to Ya Jamaica use nyameng. Ya Jamaica use nyameng nayafa he's literally talking about banko jaul. So not kalba kelako until mo opposition already. That means mo banko jaul. Or Ya Jamaica menkem opposition. Alfa bela bana ko like opposition. Segodra manam fo bana bara kenne wala kyango ade fana kay mom moy lol barada mate de ibe farin jere tep imam isu sol understand at all ani ada jibe example munatina OIC summit fon look alin kana nyo nene jam ila fa kam wol forase nga fa ko it was a success. Okay, Lamin Toure says in fact he does not build anything in Senegal. Has no track records of anything. Exactly. Mbela because nega memo you ka supplies like to malong soldier it has something to do with the Senegalese military. So niko abuka building ke yes, I will believe it. Ikaka Senegalese soldier all supply num fena. Ni natala moya fo nyala no. Somebody told me about precisely abla cham van kamne ke Senegal. Me atine na nyindiala. It is just sad. So atol NPP nko lamaro. Atol NPP nko one thing you guys need to understand, niko oppositional amanke ko treto. Usen dabo keba ba, do you think usen be wulle kata ni summit dulado? Ni usen ya miracle, this is not an important thing, or maybe ama lafale succeed. Usen was there. Mama Kande findi that ataraje. Briko soldier man domoroso. Mama Kande said he was going to give them food. Alamola organized, maybe for some reason, and all that goes to show a lot of things. Wala na Gambia Kachaa na nitabanol. Munana soldier all they should be the most disciplined institution in the country. Wolbelo like a Congo complaint for they reaching out to social media. Maybe they have been neglected several times. Maybe they are angry with the way Adama Barrow la Masakunda treat Nyame because they want to take charge. Most of these soldiers are young soldiers. They want to take charge of their country. They want to take charge of their, the security of the sovereign state of the Gambia, the Republic of the Gambia. Electoral safety and security, they will take care of our territorial integrity. Because they believe they have the capacity when it comes to training. Especially not manpower, just certain things. Economic still now in the country, 7 years, 8 years down the road, after Jammeh's departure, economic still in the Gambia. So obey it and the world now frustrated. But coming back to NPP Nkolu, al nyanta men understand na wala nyindiko ni ko opposition na make ko banko jawo me opposition na drum because nga feel loko ndele idea men believe ta banko bitano nyamen ani atol believe ta men no man killing atol nata ala nata atol harji alba masa kunda kon online I sometimes nka lefi lala nyine ko mol me yalan ko hakilo man politiko ma understand baga ima deserve ka carte osoto yes bro ene mbara Omar Fadi Fadi ku nango yalla Fadi ku nango alka siya na janam alka hakilo bulane mena no good altambi I don't want go there Fadi ku nango can you just go please ngal dan altambi alla rekodo ñu OIC ambrea mballa toro kono nga bele fole at least Ablaye Jam yol fo Ablaye Jam ko to len tora ya understand so NPP ni ko drone opposition tul camera ko jaw normal hakiltu anu nale ni mire this is not a joke ndabu kana jang ka say ya dunle because Facebook live ka jam fala ya understand muni mole Kachaa ya understand you know but in reality nka fengo fem fale janga most of min ko I mean it ñil ka mol muta opposition to nyama man koy ni ñu ko opposition what they mean is banko jawo like first for real ndel mo banko jawo di ñaadi le manke banko jawoti manko bang ma wis ko OIC bi e fail la tala soksi di bajala ni wol tata ñaato ni wol tata ibe banko to kendo e wala sambala ni banko to kurungo be je ni tol fanal nada even if we come to power until we are going to struggle to fix that and that takes time reputation on that ñaata it doesn't you cannot amend it overnight so leftam men na wala ñindi ko aliya understand ni ko oppositionolu ima fo ko banko jawolo atol NPP ngol mbato lela de ni ko opposition ima fo banko jawolo and alla lapsi sol moment number 1 alnya daga men understand mbato de dola kala mbala sawo ko na ngal dandi du ko dal nga ñu badi yatu suturoro ako lambala sawo boys Mohammed High School Mohammed High School yeah Mohammed High School ay wala ko de ako Mohammed High School ma ba dole ko Mohammed dan fana be ya Mohammed dan bijil so ma ba be Mohammed dan le baro primary school I believe anyway ika Kenya men this is becoming scary al kakaraf mirako opposition ya mu banku din jaw yaldi opposition ya man ke banku din jaw yadi opposition ya is normal in any healthy democracy ni opposition o manki da drong amu dictatorship ladi falla Allah fata o category lo nal man lef kata al mol bula al oppositional bula al fata mol al betula fala mole ko oppositional thing and let's come to the substance of the issue now munatina la OIC fail al nga tonya fo ñoy alla OIC fail dale because science and Gambian kono Gambia sate kono ye courant mankindi le just because of ilafta OIC wolle courant so lundangol ka courant kundu dula almost dula bedo courant on and off near Gambian or supply honey dalte supply la nyame o supply system mom fa wan betia if you maintain that right now OIC lundangol to courant so la and you don't want to have a situation like that but all of the podium mo dajana ko I am disappointed ko Radisson Hotel mallo muna na Radisson Hotel mallo atade ñun kafu tero ala molia nene ya samana ya kodi ba chika and you have to understand this was a pre-finance project wala ñene amari ba lolale anu Dr. Lamin Mane ya falere ko do ñanta soganu Saudi Arabia ni Saudi Arabia ya dokunu to minu Saudi ba dogula ni ya doko abe kala 49-51%. Gambia government 49% da ye 51% di ñanyula mina Dr. Lamin Mane la audio play da nin tay mo so ñaro to minu Gambia government was going to own 49% of it. The hotel, Saudi government will take 51. Iba fund la. What is so almost free thing? Anu ala management of an antole ba manage la. Can you imagine? Gambia di ngol lewe do ko kelaje. Ndol ba profit o men beso lol. Bari tada ñi mo sifa mu de tada e ko kalabandewlo. Itada ya muta e kodo donto ya jama ba kata ya garanti ya donta to ya diala. Ay mune ka kodo nyina kodo nyingale amana lo jan ke ba fa mu kallafo se loy ka fa ko yankara fa kodo men ngadi musukar la that's not even a joke in any serious country that man would have been in jail right now dem na yo press conference le ga fa announcement le dem na yo statement wa lota officially ako he cannot meet the deadline that man should have gone to jail straight when mbaran is a street talk until it gets into state matter. Ha, amuto nyati, amange to nyati, mole la kodo yewol tika ya dile kana lo ka fo banko beko, yentem baran. Can you imagine? Mole la banko kodo tika ya dile kana lo ka fo banko dingole ko, yem baran. Because ni mo world. Is that an excuse? When has that become a defense? Ye banko be la na fulo mra ya pusur pasar ya kasara ya fili, mo maje, ikalo ka fo yentem baran. Kodo nyin kasara tambul. wala na baro ko a disappoint la te alone in advance bunana lota wo dulato before OIC summit start baro yala na the reason why he sat there ako disappointed a video be jele a lota jang just kununko ba ngaje mintolo malon one of these media outlets ako he is disappointed. You know why he's disappointed? After I follow ko Tomino security would have been much better. Because near mol based on black heads of states, ye based on black order, anila molding kobe, then imagine you can control the entrance, access, and everything. Surveillance etara black beto every corner. It will only security that ye deploy, ya make so security yesoto. Once and for all. But in both of them, I just small taradum. Galbe amoy. Small taradu ye murtenian. I mean, Murtian official level. State secret sources are no laptop or conol. State school are no telephone or criminal name ke bulola okang. But criminal dunda yes yen a lunta ol mayalko in arangi jia. And you want us to say we should call this a success? Gambia government was aware about this OIC summit since 2013. Nga kalamudala ko nyanda OIC summit to hostle. Nyamanke big word it. Nga kalamda kamiri ya jame jamano. Nga kalamuda lako, we want to host this OIC summit. We want to host this OIC summit. OIC summit. OIC summit is coming to us. Kamiri in 2013. So muna ndena veman plan no. Nina signal from left in kasara malam bafla ngadi. Ni signal left anu. Example Jomai al sutura maybe. O mala pleno pakal laje. Because ala ya podo mawara. Alma prepare for this. Al workine ba kata Gambia is a femo be complain for airport. Just before ngana live, literally 2 minutes before ngana Facebook live, they put out a statement. There are 16 aircrafts at the Banjul International Airport. It go only 2 all over Dakar. Statement eka dia mahakili male. Iko fenke Malian president no. Iko yala aircraft nyinga ya murundile. Albadingol bal suturakana, Malianol bal suturakana, because that aircraft is not even also in the interest of the Malian taxpayers who play no in I land, I president drop, president wa pare move. When you understand Sabatella, Amana, because this is just a 2-day summit. Bila bola banko kang tombi. Nala pleno beji. But maybe air traffic is busy or ask hana busy he can find time because they schedule it ahead of time. As in another before another pleno. But the fact that pleno not la murta mali is a waste of taxpayers' money. Every single minute, you are burning thousands of CFA. Every single minute in the air. Now we are talking about thousands of dollars. Taxpayers' money. Ibola janika wanya. Ni Senegal fana ko ila Jomai binala le Jomai fana malong and just to make a disclaimer mala ta travel arrangement o ganyadil. Jomai fana na lafta anala pleno na Gambia amala pleno park Gambia instead of avo gale muru Dakar u park taji Guinea Bissau mbalo ngama ko anoda padiyam hontale ma fana di kaka du yayol ni wo fana anala pleno nada aya park ama muru ndi Guinea ya ona because the sub region will jama baby nala Guinea the 2 Guineas Conakry Bissau then you have Mona Bissau bijel yeah Bissau Muslim bijel anyway Conakry Bissau Senegal Mali Ivory Coast natale ko Ivory Coast by the way wolela kulongolo ndi janale malong Dakar iko Ivory Coast la kulongolo ndi world so iko all from lew ke malam by choice or something or man come go the airport does not have capacity but that's not the point. The point is the airport by now should have had way bigger capacity than it already is right now. And also, all the healthcare system, all the healthcare system. Ni emergency la some of these people come. Ni la aircraft kono emergency health medical care so ye contingency plan ke they fly them out. Some of these presidents ni health condition doema. You could easily die in the Gambia. Alla airport or tubabo boy jela fata. Ama me this is a matter of fact. Mo boy the airport or look taje ya samba lokta no ma make a fata. Man sanjo is barely 6 months ago or less. Because air condition of the airport. What are we talking about here? Mo airport o men for the farmer service o mdalia busi gambe di ngol tatalia di model because I got cake bag all so beje. Me mona fo kenya Radisson Hotel about man of 100 million or 5 million. Ali am dalia di model men for man Gambia di fo mu med. Mo fo la tata mano mo nyanta mbalula na mano menna. Adam Baro Gameno nyanta fin la ñu protest la. Ye Adam Baro ñu ka mona 15 million di Hamidou Diala. Praita jahali pachar project because Hamidou Diala mama ke Gambian. Ndai support everything Gambian anybody. But attorney Mark, I'll read your comment in a moment. anybody moment long inteni molbe kanyo sabola and I'm here on the record in this Facebook ko anything Gambian tabuka oppose nga foyle ko Gambian we have to set a higher standard for that. But can you give one Gambian, one single Gambian 50 million US dollars ya diale kaita dokola ye Gambian jela to koma 50 million US dollars ya dondo ya di mo kiline kaita mano dogu jahali and pacha. This is dangerous monopoly. Yalong Gambia ni masakunda control consumer protect nyame wala nyidiko. One of the ways is to avoid monopoly. Because ni monopoly so monopoly wala mo killing fenome yalanga kumara or a good or a service mo killing da maka provide. Ni mo killing ka provide as exploit no anyhow. Salemani production ale 50 million tikale adi Mohamedou Diala. Pourquoi dalil? Hamidou Diala killing 50 million US dollars alambaro. Ni Hamidou Diala business or bankrupt abi Gambia bonot. So we have to go and look for another 50 to 100 million US dollars. But so you know, Mark Janale 50 million dollars, 500,000 dollars, 400,000 dollars, 10,000 dollars. Farmers all depend on need bullet, don't be a keno ball bullet. How many jara keno mendata? Jal Pacha, Father Damo keno, atade. Molbela community kono keno be bull. In Jorangal primitive Jorangal dol be bull. Atonyanta Menka Wolenko you provide them very much. With comme niko advanced irrigation system ibajelo ko cycle nyinge continue akana ke ndiko sama na karsaba mole mano doku on tie doku ay bang sama mano nyanda doku la dulmento ay keno ko sango kono sinya saba sinya nani. This is what the government should be looking for. But now you literally the Gambia government has created monopoly. Create what is going to happen. We see what is going on with the rice industry. We see what is going on with some of the industries in the Gambia is being monopolized by a single individual. Sand mining, for example. The Gambia National Discourse normal. I'm coming there. Whatever you can do, you better do that because I'm coming there. I'll investigate you and I'll publish it. You are creating. How can a government, a serious government, sponsor monopoly? You went to the extra mile of Kokodo Dondo, Kadiala. Hamidu is a Gambian and he has every right to have access to funds in the Gambia. Because Gambia business like Jamabiji, if you have a fence on a funny atununko, you loans or a bank or government. That's fine. But you have to kill him with 50 million US dollar. Ya dealer, you have a molecule. Allah Fasado Mogulo, Ibrahim Silla Moliabule, Bilda will let a line, Ibrahim Silla Moliabule. Ni be kumol be fly na ning da ja ba kanang abeni nyanku abeni ni diam da ko no that's not true. Ibrahim Silla juma le bari mo Ibrahim Silla alta diam la ñe baye sabar ba mak ma ngela comment rek because I promised to. The data is official from Gibos. The Gambia Bureau of Statistics showing Gambia's balance of payments position in billions of dollars from 2018 to 2022. Check how the government brought it down from minus 4 billion 2018 to minus 1 billion in 2019 when our UDP ministers were in cabinet. Compare this to 2021 when it's now back to minus 3 billion. Okay, you call for Tanya to say Nkomo, aka Tanya to say Nkomo. You can for Tanya to say Nkomo. Ye debt from 4 billion yan samana yatala for 2018 2019 billion to boni jeto to yamurundi back to 3 billion. Aran to ngasale ni na up to malo. Muna mako jël 2 billion what was it? This story is okay. 20 yeah, it will have back to 3 billion. Minus 3 billion 22. Okay, 1 billion. To 1 billion. It will have from 4 billion. What do the government? From 4 billion minus to minus 1 billion. It will have straight. You know, to 3 billion. That's what they can do. This is what the Gambia government can do. Adam baro ku dimi jamale kamal atol nyanda understand mun kam faale be Gambia non la janal be silal bafla molego atol ya wisle ko OIC fel juma lafta Gambia to jawol. You think so? Nte hani mo ndamo opposition nte ni mo yin ka Gambia ka fa ni ko nyamo be ka fa ne ko banko di mal ngamel lo ngawlon but mo men mana banko la lafta kataje o mebi so nda fa ko Gambia banko banko di mal nga fa ne banko di mal banko kayra mal ndol ni ko nyako fone nyum fo ite fen ka fa na ni nga fo e bu ka fenk nothing. That's just like what you expect from NPP people to say. Saka moment na banko. Why do you think me na banko to kurunga follow? I don't do it. I'm not going to do that. And I know a lot of positive opposition people are like that, UDP members. Yeah, understand. So Alianta the concept of opposition Alianta understand. Nakaroni bataro me banko ka. Alianta will understand bibi la le Gambian bal courant kende tak mol bulu Gambia because aliya lonko anu nyin kandiya desan Gambian ba complain ngan kandiya aliya lonko science anal ko be courant supply le Gambian la hanal dal ka no nyamen dron OIC kol be fola courant la OIC kol de courant so la ala lunta de courant so la can you imagine the compatibility they cannot have it but I spin doctor fulaleta wala na mo ni be diamole se fo ko molon ke ba do bi yen yana ngate wadila Dr. Ismail Sisa Lora Jane, Adam Baro Kaigo, Yal Adam Baro is very wicked. Adam Baro, very wicked. Say a microphone deal. I microphone deal, a Kaiko sign, Ibe Karatalate and token over Labir. Best more for a be Dr. Ismail Sisa for Majesty about Mina life after Menum Man of TV. Maganila Bola Yalu. Najaranga diploma. Ane Alula program on Bono Gibeta. Ismail Sise Kasiaka for Barola speech was very good and the substance was good. Akobara Amanda wala ko Adama Barola body posture found. Adama Baro Jibe ya lonkro ya Jibe ya fele. Imam fem for foko Adama Baro is diplomatic. Namo nyone fele de. Ako it was akala posture and everything. Moma ya lonko he's not comfortable reading. Eko la body posture and everything is good. So wala na ngamira in this instance bengara Dr. Ismail Sisela atata mole ne me yalon ka manya kana because anyim baro ne o men ka baro be ya la Gambia de ko fo baro to kendo fo Gambia dula be reta la itlane because now he is telling us ko ndele kale ko he was clueless but now ngalon afalindale he is clueless and by the way Mark ela traveling diploma nga fanya defan traveling politician almost struggle go nga fate lego the sponsored child in Canada Jida bana. Okay, you are replying to somebody. Bayo, Nimbara, Bayo, welcome. Huh? I'm Jida Gambia, helping them with the spinning. So you can try to form a good image of the Gambia, and we will support you to a certain extent. But the fact that we Gambians are not satisfied with this OIC, knowing what happened in the Radisson Hotel case, let me just give you an example. Let me take example from you. Nite Niko be Radisson Hotel Lola Damendo. Ita ko you ila property lenjet ita seko. Iko ita tamu jet. Ibe je protect ka masakunda ini dunda nyola. Inada focus police ol kika inada ike bude. Ye lipa for real. Ye lipa. Ye bolo kandindi. Ya understand? So ye na si ye kino busi la onya ibe siring. Burumala fo drama kuna kol nada ta general bante malo budukule mbang. Fue nada ta casa más levante malo. Pero obo odlar, wala na kina kunyo sa wala la kiluje. Yaron, this story is deep, bro. Alma understand it. Nyim ko to nyosa wal mengre je dol balol kanindi je. Ngalon do bi je wala moro kay na ko nying. Kudo be la wari mo delo fanat. Hey, God, please, God forgive me. Don't punish me for all my sins. Bila wallahi ya mo ya woni mol bolo kanene mol fatandi dulalla ya kolge bar ngamo hane biyo berege ni opening stone ni mala mbavla nyadi bribe opening kele yo stone ni ngome ke ane biyo bije because you know what nothing else could be done kono kena da lotal straight ako national ako mobeko I have been banned out of your money wallahi ndenga ko do men cikay masakunda la dondo like I said this is a pre-finance project so amanka ko government ko do de government nyata ka guarantee le pour ay ko do ta ayna about $100 million. Can you guys correct me? I think $100 million left. Kodi jamala dal. I'm not quite sure the exact figure, but kodi jamala. Yawle be tika yadi nyina. Atata kodo nyimbe MIA missing in action. Don't sa for kuta jonkon la ba I don't even know which is which. But akodo akoma nkoku aketa nyanga atata left atata right mankoku. But I don't bother for afal diamo kona ko nata ko hotel lutanu. Tombi no security nyimbe beti ala bakal. And the other thing still nambe OIC. I understand this OIC cannot be successful ko alafta nga fo nyame. We always it was successful. Bari alla communication system o jibabe nyadi. Alla communication system o be juma labul. Alla communication system o Gambia communication system ala ka nyadi. Alla gateway be nyadi. Mas drawe ko nango ni ano. Ni den arrest mansila wala. Ni mo do ka arrest la sila. Bar drawe ko nango. Mansila wala. Because I don't know what I told you. Fatty couldn't go now for Alice Pay, Al Jenkins. I don't like Jenkins. I'll scroll and go to the scroll up. Huh? alla gamtel gateway be jumalabul. Let me tell you this. Yala moli nga falende I am somebody who I believe ko Gambia there are several institutions many along ko enyanta privatize la because ibuka profit na dino e mol mem famo bije Gambia dingol mem famo bije ni man company so membo company institutional overseers so called state owned enterprise. We are just too corrupt. We are just too corrupt. Namodol nimbaro bije. But the problem is an institution like Gamtel Gamsel alal bulol fatanyuluma. This is your gateway. Alla communication gateway nali o muta alia di luntango dolla. Geopolitically nali events like this always nile bekela. Because monegera nabe example abe Indiano lebulu. Near Chinese all invite nila banko kang for a summit like this la banko nyaton ko kana. They will understand ko Indiano lu nyula banko communication o bolebulu. Man falka understand ngamen falete. These are very serious security issues. The intelligence will look at it. Maybe every day we talk about it, but the intelligence agencies and their security and every security apparatus, especially nanara advanced team or layer understand ni futata banko kay ko be kiskisi ko be korosi wala even before the summit iba understand ko ñu la banko kay la communication system o abe indiano level or maybe abe pakistano level or maybe abe americano level or abe iraniano level, and that makes a lot of difference. If your security example near communication gateway abe maraling in Iran level ni be americano command lana on every single occasion itanala ila nyaton koltina because they understand ko atole ñu banko kan alla security movement alla communication gateway iraniano le maratala. These are things many along they matter. Wala na Dr. Lamin Mane yamara ko this as al kana nal bala fengo kala tondi nal be nyim privatization kala wala ka fengol muta ke recycle strategic assets so dol bi jal fatawol ma. And these are some of the things that you need to look into. How can you say ko ibe gamtel mudala yo di luntawal anu ñu gamtel problem yalla ngat la fa Facebook live ja gamtel la problemo Atatalo, it got so bad that 2017, 2018, near Gambia called from Europe, more like from somewhere in Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Walla. I don't even know which country is Pakistan number for Hindustan number. It can do for memory. That's how bad it was. What a model is scammer dollar na system on iba rip off can kende. Ibrahim Eko do they know it is a Janet, do they know what? If you can elaborate a little bit. Ibrahim Silanara UDP online bandaba. Ngani nka wala nka ko sa albe mune kela with regards to the gateway termination because when I call termination to Gambia near call ke Gambia aka expensive ba kele like comme example Nigeria no wole call ke 50 cents or 50 buduts 50 cents or maybe 30 cents per minute until Gambia katala up to Gambia boy is like 1 minute 1 euro net 10 euro credit goes or whatever I remember 10 minutes are bundle check fat. What is that? That's not sustainable. There was something fundamentally wrong. Nkwale kwa lata but ndesa na laji be wala na nyi struggle jang. Alen kana la baka nyon. Lamin tunkara mentol na be struggle ko na jang. Bi wala marta gamtel. Lamin tunkara. O me yalon ko na be jan na be mu UDP let. Na be katara WhatsApp forum ni messenger forum do. Mbe ranti la Facebook. Mbe government command la all kinds of names la. Bi wala marta gamtel. Muna be kering. Tuk yere. If anything ka scandalo lel moy. Do you remember African Union have quotas by the Chinese government, hence they installed the audio system? Okay, do you remember the African Union headquarters bugged by the Chinese government, hence they installed this audio system? Exactly. Near security, strategic security areas, it will do like Chinese, for example, it are mortgage to maybe to Indians, it is from Nyanta Umarala. It is from Nyanta Umara. And what na last time didn't mo iba ko I was cement ku problemo. I was like when I did my video ndey mem photo wala ñiko joma ya make so ko Gambian in Senegal la ñu badi ya kana tara datu. Ya understand? Akana tara datu, let them put it into practice. Ni ko be fengol dunda Senegal ya in charge, ni ko be fengol dunda ya in charge. But I am not in for protecting the economy of the Gambia against Senegal. You can call me a coward. You can call me unpatriotic. I'm not in for it because you know why? Because most of the time, Nibe Gambia economy protect come in most sectors. Come Nico Cemento, Ngalongo, one of the major small cement producers, Gambian will be here. But Indian will be here. Why do you think one day I will advocate for Peru? I will protect our economy against Senegalese in the interest of Indians and other people. I would rather let Senegalese access to ye nafa so ye fongol nafa ye badingol nafa je wala fisaya tante then nga economy protect only for the Indians ni modole na they take advantage of it. I mean Do they, okay, do they know what they are talking about? I mean, the security aspect of the communication. Yeah, exactly. You might understand. They do not understand the implications. But you know, some of these people, you cannot call them as some people who are not bright. Man, if I understand interest, and you need to understand one thing. Yalang Gambia is full of investors. Ma, ndol be investor let. Gana nyone be investor let. Bara yalang investors si wala kana ba Gambia. Ineno libanelani modol me yalan koy bata ñu middle eastern do itara tuba du banko to yeb banku din kaytol soto je wolel kamurna bak inanan ye fanke ko mbanan dal jam la yana ya yinke ya jamele ya ke ya jamele ya ke baki kam baro fanala wol jamalel kanana wala indiano na modo bije ko di ba tika diala ay na business wala Gambia you know ko be du nyoto banko c'est la banko la key areas of your country. But Adam Baro Kamaneke is either I di wala oh I di bad in dola me alonko. Moilo dal. Because the sand mining area nga understand community le tamu ni sand mining quality. Gamel no le tamu. It's a natural resource. Ya chika ya be di mon sand mining nga ko monopoly le beje. That's very clear. Monopoly le beje mo kilina be kutuka nga mo bera je. Ale adi mo kilina wala be bona imuna fanga kan be. Is that right? No. Albore alta ale hamidu jamuta ali 50 million US dollar ta ali adiala ni mo ya fo fasado mo wulo nanan ako ten ma fo ten 50 million dollars yo be ci ka yadi mo kilo na company bankrupt tadu just one you just need one incident one incident wrong ko be tiñar Gambia will have to go and pay that that 50 million US dollars. Why will you give taxpayers money of 50 million US dollars iko agriculture ko di mo clean Hamidu ma seno dati wato mina molbe seno la Gambia. Hamidu ma lo fo mune seno molbe seno la Gambia. O mari nyol baluri hanibi. Ila kunkol bebul. Molbe Gambia wolle la keno siara. Wolle le agriculture fahamati. Wolle seno kati. But just because of business la lamati, kodo nimbabulu and I tear also nko Gambia business la fo la mandi about according to your formansia. Nyil jama bi ko julol tay buka menjo. Do you know that? Maybe that's for another day. Gambia according to your mansia. Bila wallahi modo nyininga. Most of these people like julo le tamé ke banka jo wala yet ample time dila ye julo dila me ko bida profit ba katan rawol meg la je maybe from a sector me ala fata Sénégal fa wala ye nya kasila you know that there waru na jo wala do ni if you have to go with strict finance compliance mo jama ben lato they are bankrupt already because ka julo tala ko bangeta yeta blado ila record solite jibeno la from all across you know the sub-region ye julo ta mintole janni ka julo de la yafako because na ba nyama janni ka julo ta nyantalo na julu jelle betal ise bandol kawol be declare in that country na fulti man siya banko kande kana jutu fana yamra fo mu foarolde tapalela siara bar na fulti man siya de you need to understand that janni ba fale fay ko ñun na fulol be ñun bulu yes na fulo be bulle to nyalam bar foarol siya de kono e jama be je manke fenti ngamolo nyana me yalonko wo mari e Chinese o ayol muta nyaku Chinese investor a bamuta wala koma a nene singo kolo bosa ko ani Gambia lo ata nyoka atata wala business o take over Chinese o kumbo da Gambia famina fa aman kunoje o be kra banko kan ndato fa people know it Amari just because 2016 2017 he was poor like a church mouse fentable aya keno nyadi because system o membe wala abula wala because yalonko ni be business okla banko guys especially if you are from a completely different part of the world you will want to join hands legally from you know any modo business o kafuno le comme haran fente obulu por ato etara yema bo ko madro you know in way tara ko le ya singo ko lo sa ko yeta ite ko loyal joani jojol ning ku ko dangoli you know ye system o be korota ko ya nyamandi Jalika juva ata kama nika kama sawa kama negara fentio mang sia Gambia mo chapter ngole beje chapter ngai be chapter la fo chapter ngole beje yeah they are hustlers I'm telling you bila amanga fe avant de na boy do I wish one day he could join me live aka story do experience about how some of these people come e ka loan ta e ka Gambia ba e ka bank during jame des ngol fo dem o mari nyolo kameno fo don dol la e ka bank ye loan ta ya understand after getting obtaining the loan and everything ini ka kambe alka document on form dal ka be fara it can be like on the spot officer kon ya they make sure the document disappears there is no record of it wala ya loan the later on ale fero kale make sure document on disappear no record of it but at least the financial transaction that if you are going to conduct a forensic investigation financial transaction ke dal wonya dalona bara buka you know why because tapale ala ba system ko no ol be kera no Gambia le men ko ken dol ko wala kumane no na jalol be jamono ni tolbe tila kar munaful ti baldi fenti yolon dindanna ne fa dindanna you know nyon tango amu bannaleti ala jalol mu bannalti you know ketete nga sedete tos wona dara fenta wul tapale la ma abe tapale anu nyaja ngana back to OIC nyaja mol mon kontana la ko la one of them ale la ko tamani nyame okay ngato le lor yale mol select amen diatale social media alcohol social media fen ko la yelo I don't want to brag about this, but let me tell you this. In that country, if you are you have to find alone about social media, you have to hire long sign thing, you have to advertisement, you have to hire social media, I have that source. I can tell you which one. Gambia, any media, may I social media, may some most of in Southway. But I'm not going to do that here on social media. Because I'm in the mall, I'm in the carle sambosoro, carre dawar, carre sambosoro. I'm not into that. Many media company. I check them. May sambosoro meant until being alone. Because as long as you got social media use, it's information and cookies all. Najela mobile kono get le agreement. Cookies all you are signing or ika submit. So the information is almost available almost everywhere. If you can put one or two things together, you can do a research on them, you know, in a page, and you can find out a lot about them. I'll tell you something. So it had a quite model select. Many along who influencer in Gambia prove in our OIC a project on the many on social media. They didn't put Kitabu on TV. Because I have a reason. I pick my fights. I'm very selective when it comes to picking my fights. Because ndolmu opposition already in the ndolon. Ndol ko example, ndolbe me fenke back la nga kari faza ali kari discriminate ndol diamde babla. Ibina la bana ya fo mari ñol fo be UDP. Ikawalek because they don't understand issues. But yo exclude the Gambia be will agree ko. Kila la timo iba fo no almost wala presence on YouTube, and YouTube is the most authentic, and in Facebook. And in Facebook it only authentic thing in fengol big. I don't kitam ñu will dominate. Imagine. Another TikTok. TikTok is a viral app. Another TikTok size and 12,000 followers. 13,000 followers. I don't have a TikTok. Give me 2 years. Get a million. Because now I understand the algorithm, and also it's a viral app. Yeah, the will come. Made a Facebook. 12,000. Because it's authentic. It's authentic. Of course, also na professional mode little ka turn on because niaja molbe follow no, you have to turn on your professional mode. So ni member of na jibiro left professional mode check la ima turn on mode follow la no only friend request la. So nde made of friend request la follow my left ka turn on because it was a little bit too much, going to be too much for me. Until when I was ready, I turned it on. But still now, that is more than 2 years now. I still have how much? 13,000 followers, 12,000 followers, right? For most people, how many are turn on for the longest time? Jelle bebul na set 2025 gambe non ita ñu dole ñu la YouTube jibe mo jelle bebul yela Facebook jibe mo jelle ke follow. It's a lot of people already do ale cross roge wala na mfali mbuka def ka to for because he's a Gambian youth and I think he's doing very well. I pick my fights, like I said, not criticism. I'm very selective when it comes to young aspiring Gambians. You understand it? Wolunka exception bala dila nga doje nu nga fale nu carte fay wato alota ko ben suda de kanyela utaymol ko non lafta nga campagne nga anu mani man nan de no le nga molelo me yalon ko wayalo nga diam da nga ko fay ko aya dabo ni ko ka ite amene ko ka prediction okay ka fanyi ko alla candidate o bele ko fair. That's not a joke for me. You understand? So it had a quiet menu select altali jibe. They have Gambians and we are all happy with that. But al nalba kila la ke Gambian tema I get one. So, but muna be social media influencer cool natika wala nyiligo. Aliye menuta, aliye kolo dealer. Say how much have they helped you? Pour kaje ko alla somito nyin tokendo e funti. In fact, nya ko jibe bucket, a lot of it doesn't even make sense. Because Numol, they don't have an outreach outside of the Gambia. Gambian media household member many alonko. When it comes to global audience, many audience Romoli alone, Italy alone. But they didn't even go to the mainstream media. It had an influencer there. Gambia influencer men fana ya lonko a global audience ro moli o fana lonne. No lonne will be jele. Ni wala kitabu ni nyuma bela because kitabu e mol soto le Guinea Bissau. Afon kataji. ay mo to Guinea Senegal Casamance woda ma fa mo man kaya most of these people follow be bulu mindo Banjul Serekunda America ibo woni wala no nyadi ite na o selection be al kuma al man tilinno al fongol mara mol damangol tema but ndalta bi amala no ko la de nde like I said I pick my fights because if you talk about ko wol fong oppositional wala ne ke fasa another from UDP you have to be very wise with that al kakar ko be defend nini modol be nyala lituje dol be jete kuno lol fereng ila jawya ke na because italiyol mako mo ta to rafen yol include me to rafen itel fengo fendro même me to febo ni UDP ko diam ra ko la ko ni mo UDP wala na karba defend ni mo opposition wala it doesn't make sense al ni mol dana sa ale mol men jo influential men jo and the $40 million Gambian dollars ale $40 million o men the media household let them go and do the job of kalma koy kala image gada let them do it because ndel tatarno la jale na mol bal courant la say like I said courant fo man trustable in Gambia courant man rabeti yaring in Gambia because al nyanta make sure ñu lunta le courant so 24/7 ale na mol bal wala le ya understand ku man rakeri mol be la bungol kono dulal be kandere so el ko ngana social media nga fa ko OIC Summit is good ngaje ko al nyanta hotel o men fa lola melan ko na broda so do ko kenoje as an opportunity construction ni nabe ke kanu drama ko non ko ni fati ko non ko nyanta do ko so leje but the money went the other way so Allah fa ngalo stina obe ko la nga fa le ko the OIC Summit was a success al kana okay ndata fa la ko is a failure na left but a moment mo be yalla no kama success because ni ko success was security fengo dama mala ba fla was security incident dama of malolti Gambia sun 15 wala me yalla ko hani you know ada mo share sun 15 wala ka dunga to la bu ko ne ka let la bridge atone dama do prepare like I said since 2013 Gambia kalamta ko Gambia ngata OIC Summit hostler atal be menela since 2013 Gambia kalamta ko Gambia be OIC Summit hostler if anything ale rip off le Battle Harding Highway, Ali Alo Jelala. Battle Harding Highway. Is it not 72 million? 22-kilometer road? Makes sense to you? Doesn't make sense to me. But now go OIC project kodolam. Now the Senegal look, government to government, ngala ko niko intending data Senegal ka fengo saja ni mo Gambia masakuna data Senegal ka fengo sanje ite clear no. Senegal Gambia government resources so the comme niko motolu ni kwolu. Is a make sure they do a lot of things. Ni la fa fensa na Senegal. Sajo Fari nimbar oba keno la nyari atel o 22 km road al kata yo do kumalo 72 million ni diam da fasado mo wulo na radio tay wuri mo be kam by the way mane la taka Ibrahima Samanu topic ko dolel to jani benyina la I play those alliés la moy because mane fen jamal la ñu la ko me yalongo alfa ka pour gameno yalon bari Ibrahima Silla will never allow mane to speak because mene gada Ibrahima yalon ko nan ni mane diam da dron kaso betela ni mane ka diamu freely dron kaso betela wala na atle mane la diam kamoy anara ko woka mol misinformed so at least na fast na ko clarify so left nga mane la moy jang then we go ngana tambi mane la diam kamo fle jang Moria jang inka jël bala moy ko len kala moro ñi munna YouTube fen ko lelti abe na background do nga laptop mo mele mute wala tina where is it called again mane friending jël bala wali man nga lef wala back
what we lost
sorry one second okay ali lama
because during Amadou Sanneh Lamin Sanneh Staffordla resigned from OIC. You know what we lost? The government of Morocco had promised $22 million to build a surveillance center for the Gambia, for the borders and in this maritime area, satellite surveillance. The government of Morocco had promised that $22 million. Lamin Sanneh resigned. Look what is happening. Because he's taking pressure from the president of this Kodoman narcotic. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Because they are going to finance the Radisson Blue Hotel, the Saudi government, what they say, Saudi Investment Authority, will give you what you need for the money you need for that, Alialo. Alialo will give it to you as finance. The Gambia government will take 49%, we will take 51%. They will put all the money, and it's almost 50-50, 49-51. And we'll give you the management of the hotel. And we have set up Nunko. We were going to set up a management entity corporation composed of Gambians here and diaspora Gambians will have experience outside. Case I'm going to work on that. And that management company will be a hotel management, will be a conference center management, will be OIC infrastructure management. We not only make a use afterwards. But the same company will be lines of credit media to be management. Because lines of credit during that time. But you could not because bring your credit Saudi global project more finance okay? Azerbaijan. I'm Lamin Sanneh lawyer Dabutar Azerbaijan. They negotiated a grant of $50 million to finance OIC operations and also to finance the construction of expansion of Kairaba Avenue, Egan Street, what you see Bakul ECOWAS sign, Wellington Street, Independence Drive, and Marina Parade. All of those will go from being and that was a grant. And part of the OIC operations. The King of Saudi Arabia promised 110 vehicles for this OIC conference. Luxury cars, 110 was going to come for this conference. Okay? It got stopped. And OIC in Kolialo, everybody knows it here. Not only Silla will be discussed, will be discussed now. Always stopped because Azerbaijan, what happened? Tangara Tata, Europe, the Gambians recognizing Albania. Albania and Azerbaijan were at loggerheads over Nagorno-Karabakh.
Diplomatic blunder. Diplomatic blunder.
So there's no coordination between the government. Western India negotiated 50 million grant. At Albania recognized. Yes. And he didn't, there's no coordination was during that time, Azerbaijan stopped $50 million grant. We lost it. So we lost that $50 million grant. We lost the $22 million from the Moroccan government for our surveillance systems. We lost the 110 cars that the Saudi government promised. We lost the money for the hotel. We lost all of that. Why? Just like the 1.7 billion, bring Lamin Sanneh resigned and his team. Why did they resign? Because there's too much pressure from the State House, even all of those people withdrew. So we lost all that money. So what this is saying is the mismanagement and the poor governance in Bangkok and Fondi Fenjamala. We lost all of that because Barrow and his people could not do the right things. Because bringing Amadou Sanneh, Lamin Sanneh resigned from OIC.
Yeah, so Abandar. That's true. So I give a model in Tomino. Was it 110 vehicles? Another 100 plus vehicles. Nyanda was from Saudi. Because Saudi motor man can be more problem with motor. It's a sono model, right? But you know why? Because you will feel like a Buddha Sandiro cool corner. I understand. Mvoda model. Radisson Hotel, you Radisson Hotel call from Walla and Imbaro Kalaka Gamelo and disappointment. It disappointed from all because you had the opportunity. You had the opportunity in Brumo Tony, Pur Hotel Onying, Saudi Nkolu, Priadira. Saudi was going to fund it. In none ownership in the Gambia government atala 49-51. By the way, Kadinja, happy birthday. Ma for birthday filter bambula. Don't mean birthday bambula. Happy birthday. Ma for me, not candy bambula. No, fengeja. Ngeso mindingola. Mintifingola. Mintifingola na Kadinja. By the way, guys, join me to wish Kadi. Na nyomin kadin kende. Atlan di musu follow in case. Atlan di musu follow. Atlan na kanu di ngoti. Na di musu follow. Atlan di musu follow. I wish her a very, very happy birthday. Kadi bara from bita yako ayesamba jana ayesamba kafunya di no mo alon alla nyi hotel restaurant to ka banko but I make sure anyway I benakino se because benakino na moy ko ka dia ñom ko le ba wala na jamana rasi ñom janato ni Banjul ko ñom ko benakino le si ñom Banjul sa taw ko so yeah traditional told me it was going to be 49% for Gambia 51% for the Saudis ita le ba fo lan tota fengala yemol fo ni bela andu nana ra ñu asset recycle ko fana la hotel wo bridge men alkali am dal yare recycle almam bridge men fond anu mbatu yanen kata bridge fond atola ala ko ka jakalo ka wara NPP de yalanta because I'm not scripted so ngata ngala fi nyina la kudola ala ko jakalo fond ka wara ni OIC ko men fond bewe kerindeng ala fo ni damen dalo ki Ibrahima Sila naka diamu aka fo damen ko komen ko OIC le nyim fond yama dawdal ni kay ni sila kare akoy Gambia government le fonde ni kay jana Gambia government le fonde itola be fond apparently itola be fond you know what that tells you ima be fond abe magato nyati de ko itola be fond but they have funded a lot of things many alongo ya ida in fond lo ko dolta ya pusur pasar because you have to understand their most convenient way of spending is taking it directly from our coffers wala ka die ibajale ya di terol la ani kafunyolu ani la kabudu nyolu ye de tiaro mu da yakin na bankoka this is what they love. Yes, Modu Sanneh nyancho ene mbarange konto. Bismillah. Ekala fola, they don't want this coming nangal sonyi na no. Ajibe yo. Look, guys, just take this from yourself. Ni mo eta muta yeso fe ni mo muta tul mala on membe example. Ni mo muta yaso fe la Gambia te muta wa ka diel. Wala anybody be Gambia be Senegal be dunia dawda. Ela samato o de nuko ye do ma muta yaso fe la aka muta ka wa fe ikaso article la ke wa fe. Ngama mo be ka fola ngom bukala ka so fe na because ni ade la ka wa fe. Gambia government bo ke kanteng ni Senegal me bridge ima lo yeso wala le yeso bridge wala le ko do men do yes peanuts compared to ko do men do da kono overall yeah, it was funded for us so wala le literally understand it? Because ECOWAS found interest le ben bridge you have to understand I Senegal ni Gambia tema navigation Senegal ni Casamance tema ayo sonenle onwards towards the Guineas and you go deeper into Africa so it's a very strategic bridge. Alhamdulillah, mashallah, jara. Alama kairo mela jara, alama kairo sila jara. Bridge very strategic, very important. Abedamen. Yamude ikoto kana wala moge. Ibrahima Silla, Ibrahima la ko mba fola fonta ndai janta bana. Because itelta nim company do ba fenke kan, nim company do ba negotiate kan pour ka recycle wolia. Ye muta in the process red handed ko Almanya na kanyinge loi balanta nyina le nata ko loi tol so wala anu mo be yalan ko nyanda ka National Assembly in fact ngo to akra no tapale yani nakaro fambula aketa loi te amanka loi fond let's face the reality here and I'll tell you even though loi has allow loi may allow pour ye menke yake but look let's face the reality here a strategic bridge like that nibo mudale ba ko taka o fenkele ka recycle ibo ko recycle fonde ikata di mo dolle la lunta wonle pour maral why not come and tell Gambians come benyene ko why not go and tell our elected representatives at the house muna ne tafole imanson ka fo le briye mude ko alnyanda ka fo nyulele ko no loi mo fo itol manyana ko di wal but based on Dr. Mane because ngala several interviews le lamoy about this at calculation make and Ibrahima cannot dispute it. Itole net income ko ka mention no bridge niya calculate abita over 25 period because you go mortgage for 25 years. Niya mortgage for 25 years is going to take it is going to generate almost $300 million. Itole ba mortgage kan $100 million. So let's say because ni ba mortgage $100 million wala ni go nyulbe bridge ni ba dokun la ya dokundi prier $100 million and there are several underlying costs abelo ko niya moto sang yala ninko ko bi nga moto wafi mo 1000 euro iko ya bol ni moto dadiata na yasang ni 1005 table kana na sambul ngi dandala because meneer ni moto sang ibe fe la moto ko ya enjoy you comfortable akono ibe one or two things mentara balante badara ndinga nyakas men you want to fix those things and maybe même for what na moto ni wafi because I isundi sort or maybe moto ni meta mbula meta lor na you want to have one or two things fixed there or maybe moto ni ka fuyelo min bakale you need to be in a pocket or you need to dip deeper into your pocket now you will be spending more because yemo dole soto dan wato men karan foles wala o masim mala o sinata mola there are several underlying costs nyim bridge la karo ndel manke economic technician odi but more be alone we all know it comes with an underlying cost ya karanal ya explain ya moy on several platforms ko it came with a lot of underlying cost bigera man ko dronko it is just going to be that 100 million net. But based on Dr. Manela calculation, over the 25 period years, the brick can generate 300 million. It's about more than 100 million. Does it make sense? Does it make any sense? And the last topic, the topic Kumar Sarambule Yaningara, Brijola Carol. Dr. Mane Dwala Fenke, Tonya, along Nana Yaminkola, Nana Burfunkola claim over Yamingola, Yaminga, one of those Natamas type of Yamingola. He's very intelligent. So, I'm a lot less sort of what Brijo, Tonyalam, a work ferry, Biranga Karabuda. Atata jana atondi dulato bodangono atata aljamdu but it could have been disaster na ya kumotli numba comment abe fenkola bulu malo ka finadi waves ikafo waves ya nyaari dafa manika kono fele buto hakilo bodala fenko babale wala bul nim babale wala samanu dame abidawol babale wala sama aljamdu wala kayro ba na samanu na atlantic ozone wallahi dunya la mina bodla bul na ma masi bok alamantanka nama masi bokeno dunya la bina bonelo ferio nim ferio nyin talal na mol ba kono that could have been disaster but ferio nyina karol ne nyam nyim fokam ferio nyina karol there is some certain things mena ko lebe ke kanje and NPP ko laftale ya ona sa mona na loy OIC Summit alko nga fanya men ta folo nyam we are not happy na broda ngajele lo modo menga lavla mo we are the youth happy say ñu it is what it is lelako du ko ngal mané nel kana bulano mo lo janna bi de ñu no fana ala tuje I feel like I insurance hold in dollar control sama non tol perti pertol ndol perti pertol ako mom ya ma executive ako yalla bu ko dun ndekal ndol ko dun wol bele ko ngala interview la moy dula ngala ko jama bal kono almo la moy bari zal dandala ako perti pertol ni wala ma ko ako bar executive mom ya ma ni no google li ko ngela ka dama jalo ki mo ne comme su gur rek billahi wallahi wallahi we are not, people are not happy. I remember Keka Molla. We are not happy with you. Masakunda, we are not happy. So, Ibrahim, in Diamo, I wish, come and whisper no money to logo. Ibrahim Silabe Fennebeje, maybe money in a jelale or something. Fennebeje me alonko, a man jefo. Akoya Ferry in Biria Masingo order. I love my dad. Ako Biria Masingo Diamo, public Diamo Mandia. Niba kang ikatara mo de nene ka bare ko do nene no ako briya masingo yung order mala na data roughly 15 months something like that bari kala men fon Ibrahim silla kan o jatale fasa do mo wulole mate iko lo men wala nyindi ko ade fon ko by this week ani mane ba siri radio da kay ko nga expect ko by this week abe tara on mane ka be on le ba ko hani ako test runs I expect over test run start la remel. Ibrahim, you don't understand what is going on in broader head? What is going on in broader head? Billah whole letter, I don't understand. So, but I remember my name because I've been following this covering Gambia. I remember ya inferior. More be Gambia mena ko grandpa le mo grandpa inferior le siade. Alkana jiri inferior def dindinde. Ngoy mo be Gambia ni mama rengol inferior le siade. Ñu ta bi ferit. Ibrahima be membe kabar kanu dulado I wish ngal wish panu motulo ko nga fa ko masingo nyim ko so masingo nyi ibuka pre-order no isa you can only do pre-order wala ya la company contact ya bidding ke company yata ya muda ya build barata keno ko masin engine be nyamen ro ko be lese motola engine ya order jana ya sang iko nyim company car le kanyinde dare ali la tanyina sana ala dinana ali ya sang within 3 months ay foto abuka keno nyam because mi negra akototale musu koto kelem malamba Ferry koto kelem faari ngol be nyulubulu ikamol ikanamol bulandi wala amasingo baka soro ngobu ko deda ko te masingo o mun do jamani masingo di kabin tol lan jara nyul jamano 19 hoya ho jama masingo la nyuldi 19 hoya ho Ferry yol la nyuldi ya ona sane so ni sula dale kala bidin kele ni company men na company le na yela fengol ke krip karab ya fo ko ha say ni company me a win eta I wole adada fresh ika dada from scratch masingo nyum baka soda de abuka sota dunia dulato masi Ferry ñu koto dawle ngale ko grand pal de Gambia mo bi ni mamaro ñu Ferry le siade ñu da bi di ñu da bi Ferry ñu koto tale so NPP ko ngali dani for God and heaven's sake yes sisa bakari sisa abaraka that's it non da ngolo nang de kabirin Gambia kabrin Gambia I remember this nyim feriol men jeteng aning kotu power station nem brikama ila nyim generator men bi jama bi biemu outdated la di koto batale imasingol ni sulate la wala naka problem oge because you have to in company so la mena ko ba da no le ya start to build them from scratch and that la klima lastly you think of Ferry me alon ko ala masingo be laring Belgium let's say ala masingo be laring Netherlands by the way tol mu Ferry da la balent nay bongu gaja they could have contacted me nyuma goga ni Ferry sanuja abanda ntel jali ka jubi jala nyinga ndala Amsterdam be faralem fulandi note Amsterdam not ni central dem Ferry ka borji nga bele foy tan Ferry jam kulunda da dunia ko mo man tol no na mol nya be ma da wala bale kono fara ba e bale fara isa do gidi 150 malam 50 years ago so Ferry ni kulunku o man ke me jagala but anyway so Ferry masingo itel Ibrahima Silla man pare ka wala fonu ala diamoro ko yin Ferry fo masingo fo buka soto ni mo Ferry masingo ko leldi ni buka soto ni lefta ni le ka fo ina la dada ni from scratch wala tinaka me bar non ko joran le ma me yalon ka Sanneh directly so wala nan ko ngadol nyininga arol jiber la fo ya mira ko masingo me yalon ko ni sula dale ka dada ka build from scratch e ka masingo me build from scratch because ya tailored towards a specific product member Africa men get Ferry kodold ya mira wala be chip la dan munarno ko ila se isula da Ferry ni na Holland jenne company do ka dada iko ko mbar ngo oda ke je yeta government official na ya san directly wolbul because abe lare na already ndefe nak membe lare already wala dabe diala dan me ala ko ba build ba dada straight because obe ko ita na restaurant ko special tabiro ke menu ka me ala ko mantra produce kan iko restaurant ko lafte mako e jaran ko la nadal tabinye because restaurant jama bu ko fenke so they have to go all the way back to Jara ye nada samana ye baramano sambe na ya understand yo abe melele na broda abe melele this is what is going on with the ferries but Ibrahim wala na fomol ka findi ka diama Ibrahim je ni Ibrahim nying ni mo Gambia problem ba design dañu len docteur Ismaila Cissé Ibrahim la problem mo mi natam le Adam Barol Ibrahim kare dunia spin artist ba katang katangoldi adabe jari nena ma je kula melon ka sonda aka sondala ndawle na ni menya lafta la yin kanya ko question kilina contamination rates to Gambia ka be dealer significantly by at least man for 50% ba ka bring 2018 ako by November lafta yin kala wala ana na Brikama ko ndabo ka fe Brikama ko la Brikama is not even one of my is my number 1 city in Gambia muka fe Brikama ye Brikama ko fe lahidi we feel still now no news no progress no development no listening wala ke la chande no Gambia government is a joke mantra fe alambadi Gambia government is a joke so NPP ko lafta ali ñine understand janal be tula fula ko alman la fin tolla atul ketatene no you need to understand why we hold amanga nga grudge la soro nga grievance la soro lafta le may understand ala why sin asuk sitama oxosi because atul bukan to jokon don nal dendala but I can tell you it is not you don't even have to view an event like this from that point of view it is a national issue so ko fe me yalon ko be lunta on nadi kanjam juma be la lunta le malu Gambia fo mo heartless ngode mbela ta lunta le buñani horomo sodo bari ya understand alman strategy lel failta wala tina bon head of state jama bi jama na because ya ni ko toki la president na no nande I knew that from get go yala man du ñun la rajuna fo janna because janna ka si ni diamu bare ba fala ko wala ndanga bla fasit bi la mbare bi no impact ka sa bi dol bi la bango but Turkish president naka move from point A to point B in a country like Gambia a man need even more than a kilometer na bodal airport adundal accommodation a make sure ko iba sama because ayala wodulal jele wo spiritual ko wodulal to hurum ubal kono ya understand wol be mo security threat la nga be refoy tek wo bungol kono you cannot even tell jumala la ñing address carré hey mbadi Gambia be ko ma bakel de you cannot even tell ko ñim bunkari ni shooting kedana from je ibala nako you can have a clue because have a jang ñomen ko lebe serinya maybe ñing it has something to do with that ñomen ka gaay because minegara you don't even know who is living where Gambia baro malon who is living where address o momang address ro la mo be bo la ñam alenta ko on so wala na presidents like the Turkish president weltinano ya on certain kings certain royal families weltinano because minegara alla security alla banko ñum is so underdeveloped beside all that electricity problem on healthcare system on environment on Kenya kama mobility ni bora airport yes ambela dulado ila accommodation of running conference hall temo ni sabata They don't need to go through that. Ima need in your country. Ni from la banko can they know how they do their things. But in your country, you don't expect them to be navigating around. Yeah, understand like that. It is not. They are not going to do it. And this is a 2-day event. So that means you move. You They are not going to do it for you. I can tell you that for free. They are not going to do it for you. Because it's a security requirement is way too much. Among if security say advice ko don't go to the Gambia. Don't go to the Gambia. Nada non ko komen kala tani na be nada kasi fly them aita baro tara State House. Najida airport or State House directly back to airport I fly. They don't have most of them don't even have a problem with that. But you need to understand alas banko kambe nyameng wo hurun kol kono ndol damal malo juma hurun juma ko. I'm telling you this. Kari a believe in janale. Korra juma imaje jana kunda yala Sanneh kunda jelle be Gambia. Sanneh kunda ma address le ini ngala dem. Wo manke address ti. Ni so kura was OIC call bester in the Kron provide way, right? You give them electricity. OIC call. But it's in the rest of this town, there is no electricity. So honey drone sort of from up to observe, you need extra equipment. You understand? You need night vision. Infrared. You need infrared vision. Purka dulalje. And every surveillance device leo fana obey. The ordinary one would have been member gena beti ala no wala nyindi ko don courant ay soto ya understand ne anyama dula be tra senare also silol be tra clearing a betra learning but it dula do fon bi me ala ko fon maybe they want to station there ke la surveillance ke maybe modol la moto ba be pakre woto di ita fono la le ko ni moto ba nyanta bola jam because lafta ke janke fengo because they don't want to tell you how they are protecting their presidents. Yeah, understand? So nothing is working right. Ale kujaman leke obanko ka mealongo. It's not right when it comes in preparation of this OIC. Jambe security conscious. Wala atina at least atia make so ka villa le lo. Mealongo baby. Ale villa nyintala nyame ngalo nga fel lonjel. Ale yake nyame ngabe kalamda. Ndavula jana foro wado masi. Ale amuda ale akudita. Kanto mo. Very bad people. This government. Very bad people. Almantiling. Gamel dem. Why would you do that? Nali be kafunu nyoma. Security in a manager of color it would have been way easier security wise ka be manage. But sa ale ko be janjandi. You know, oh bari Radisson blue nyanta lola. Nga be la foita. So afelan di tara wandi murteni no la you know laptop ni la phone sunya be na sungol bul. Sungol final kar give up ngal dani. Okay, but I knew someone who was part of their delegation to Greece. When they buy those old ferries, that man is an engineer and he warned them about the ferry is old and they don't listen because they were looking for kickbacks and they go ahead with painting it with new colors. Ito na Abraham sila fa ona la spin nyame ayo fola. Ako ferry yoni. Ala diamo ko ngala because ngala interview do like he was talking about your ferry maintenance, ya samba, ya paint to kribu karabu. I cannot even understand. Why are you painting those ferries? Yeah, for Bagar say, yeah, it's true. Yeah, pentle. Yes, is a ferry ni ke pentle. Yeah. Olbe sort of jele. Ka ferry mu ka pentu. Allahu Akbar. E kelem faare wona ne ko na rebe de la de ata sonal. That's what they did. That's exactly what they did. Ñim feriol koto la nga fa ñim feriol koto la ñim feriol mo jamal ñil siata mo jamal di Gambia feri koto bal la ñulti. These are not ferries from this generation. Tuwawol fon li me yalla ko to le ñim feriol da itel le ñim feriol na but itol fon tambi ñina jamano la ale on sane tuwawol fon bu gañi use ko rek. You have to give them the specifics. You have a company ya to bodo ena ya be de. That's the fact. Feri ñi jamano tamida. Video because upload I'm gonna upload it for those men kajibe teleto on YouTube. So Allah baraka baka, thank you so much, and inshallah we're gonna keep in touch because kujamale be kere mena nganya discuss but ni OIC ko I am dimila the fact that ko NPP ngol ka fon tole ko ha atol opposition la itol kamel ko tol mala fi na success la atol se Gambia kanale molsi atol me yalon ko wala tina atol me yalon kal Allah banku ko konal katal ke nyum forina lal ke sama atol se Gambia kanale tolsi ndel ko ñu gameno lebe ñoo sabala ni wolé ben na ko begal atol kade ñu forina la ni ko katte fa ale ñu forina la li samana atol ko forina ma ko ka register Gambia atol sa fo mo le ko you are patriotic no wonder no wonna docteur manela audio me nga play jang iko surveillance device nyanda wodila no mola pour na boda malon how many million dollar project from Morocco ika project o manta for 22 million I don't know no wonder manta because you are not interested in that I'm not interested in project sifa because ali alon ko be boda protect la surveillance. Can you imagine how much that will enhance our security system? Gamma surveillance can do so. Gamma surveillance be that I know. Camera dantan de mani molki de nyamalaji. Ni nya benje wala. Ni Apollo be menna. Ni agent benki ni Apollo be wala obukeje. Ade amo share le no. Ala baraka bage and I wish you a very successful Sunday. Binga disale kana juna because football game on lelbi jemena ngene ge dema jaw taminde bi mantra nyomi ka kuduja nyomi ko ni fati kunan ko ni drama kunan ko bi mantra ya kudo no. Ala baraka bage dema ite you are late. So ciao